At exactly 7:41 p.m., a surveillance camera outside a residential complex captures a man stepping to the main exit. He pauses, adjusts his jacket, checks his phone, and walks toward the street with complete normalcy. Another camera across the road records him crossing at a pedestrian light. Everything is clear, time-stamped, and consistent. Nothing appears unusual until footage ends and no other system ever records him again. He is not seen entering another building. No traffic cameras pick him up further along the route. There are no ride requests, no public transport logs, no financial activity, and no confirmed sightings. It is as if he exited one monitored space and never entered another. The system saw him leave, but no system ever saw him arrive anywhere. The man was a 34-year-old logistics coordinator, known for strict routines. He left work at 6:58 p.m. that evening, confirmed by biometric logs and internal cameras. At 7:12 p.m., he appears on a roadside camera, walking along a main corridor. His phone remains active, connecting to nearby towers. At 7:19 p.m., his device registers another signal about 600 meters away. At 7:23 p.m., a final connection is recorded. After that, the data begins to fade. By 7:30 p.m., there are no meaningful location updates. No tower handovers, no Wi-Fi connections, no digital traces. By 7:41 p.m., he is last seen on camera. Then nothing. At first, the absence does not trigger immediate alarm. Temporary signal loss is common, but what follows is different. He does not reappear. There are no delayed logs, no transactions, no trace of movement. Within 48 hours, the case escalates into a full investigation. The issue is not a single missing data point. It is a complete break in continuity. Investigators first confirm the departure. Multiple cameras and synchronized timestamps verify he left the building and moved normally. No errors or manipulation are found. The focus shifts to his likely route. 3 paths are mapped: a direct route to a transit station, a commercial corridor with dense surveillance, and a side street network with partial blind spots. The first 2 show no trace of him. The third reveals a critical detail: a 140-meter surveillance gap between buildings. He is believed to have entered this gap around 7:21 p.m. There is no footage confirming his exit. While such gaps are not uncommon, what follows is his phone briefly connects at 7:23 p.m., then stops producing usable data. There is no signal handover, no shutdown record, no recovery. Traffic cameras beyond the gap show nothing. No transport systems log his presence. No financial or digital activity occurs. Investigators define this as a continuity gap, a segment where movement should exist but does not. The disappearance window is narrowed to just 22 minutes. Environmental conditions are normal. No outages or disruptions are reported. Signal experts analyze his phone data and find only weak, inconsistent traces after the final connection. The signal does not cut abruptly. It fades and disappears. This pattern does not match typical device shutdown or destruction. Financial systems, hospitals, and transit networks all return no results. A full surveillance grid analysis reveals a troubling reality. While departure zones are heavily monitored, certain corridors lack overlapping coverage. Even so, a total disappearance across all systems remains highly improbable. Weeks into the investigation, a breakthrough comes from traffic flow sensors. These systems track movement density, not identity. At 7:26 p.m., they detect a brief disruption in pedestrian flow near a junction beyond the surveillance gap. It is subtle, but it aligns with the timeline. Investigators revisit low-quality private footage from the same area and identify a delivery vehicle parked within the blind spot between 7:20 and 7:28 p.m. No license plate match is found, and no official logs record its presence. The timing is too precise to ignore. Investigators reconstruct a likely scenario. The man did not vanish. He was intercepted within the surveillance gap. In that short window, visibility, signal tracking, and data continuity all failed simultaneously. He was likely redirected off his expected path, just enough to break the tracking chain. Once continuity is broken, systems stop following assumptions, and without assumptions, the subject effectively disappears from all datasets. The case remains officially unresolved. No suspect is publicly identified. However, investigators agree the disappearance was deliberate and exploited a key weakness in surveillance systems: fragmentation. Cameras capture moments, networks track signals, and logs record actions, but none ensure continuous coverage. Small gaps in physical space can create complete gaps in visibility. In response, authorities begin improving coordination between systems, increasing overlap in surveillance coverage, and refining signal tracking thresholds. Still, one conclusion remains. Surveillance does not provide a complete picture. It provides fragments. And when those fragments fail to connect, reality itself becomes uncertain. What is known is simple. He was seen leaving. Every system confirms it. But no system can confirm where he went next. And in the absence of arrival, departure becomes meaningless. He was seen leaving, but the world never saw where he arrived.